Okay.
That means
Maybe.
he's suffering watching this Caitlyn play.
Oh, this is always a good start. OBS is coming up with a green thing,
Oh, that's good.
which means they
NBN.
haven't dropped any frames yet.
NBN.
I'm not on OBS.
And
I wish. Hey, I'm live on YouTube.
NBN. What the hell is this Gullion doing?
Twitch. Just refresh that quickly. Just make sure that's live there.
This ridiculous hooligan. Hooligan McGooligan. What is he doing?
This is fucked. I'm on
Me
my.
too.
I'm getting better fucking net on my 2.4G network than I am on my 5G. Whatever. Honestly, whatever. I'm streaming now, that's what matters. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming on Demand. After some net issues, I finally got it fixed. Sort of. I hope you guys can hear us clearly. So I'm here today with Alex.
Yes.
Lee can't make it.
It is me.
Lee can't make it because he's apparently sick. So we'll just leave him to that, even though Alex is apparently sick too, but he's toughing it out.
No, I'm a cool guy. I don't ditch the boys.
So I want to try and get this done reasonably quickly, if I can. So first things first, we have The Division, free to play this weekend. So get on it. It's funny because I've actually got Division free with my...
Wait.
What?
Wait, what did I just say?
You said something like wait or something.
Oh no, it's just because... I'm sick in the mind, not in the body.
Well, excusing that interruption. So, a PSA just for this weekend. So from May 4 to May 7, the Division is free to play. And if you like what it's like playing it and stuff, you can get it for up to 65% off from various online store thingies. So I'm assuming Steam probably has it like this as well. Steam or Ubisoft, possibly. It's funny because I've actually got the Division for free with my GPU when I bought it last year. I opened it once and played about 5 minutes and then closed it and never touched it again. Sadly, it's not the kind of game that I usually play. So
Yeah, me neither.
maybe I'll play it again when I'm really bored, but considering I've got 2 new games to work through at the moment, it won't be for a while. And Zelda, which I still need to find the bloody Korok seeds for. So, anyway, that free-to-play thing is on the current gen console, so PS4 and Xbox One, as well as PC. But the times are slightly different depending on whether you're on console or on PC. Consoles, you have the full 4 days from May 4 to May 7. So from midnight PDT, May 4 to midnight, or 11:59 PM, May 7 PDT. PC, 10 AM PDT on the 4th of May to 1 PM PDT on the 7th of May. Don't ask me why, but that's just because that's just what they fucking did. And the 65% off thing, that's not just this weekend, that goes for another week and a bit from now to the 15th of May. And any progress that you make in this free, in the time that you spend playing in this free time, can be carried over to the full game, even though it's technically a full game, I would have thought, but there you go.
Yes.
Next up, we have a Titanfall game for mobile devices. It's not an...
Yeah, it sounds freaking terrible.
I've never played Titanfall. Never really had an interest. Again, it's like The Division. It's like I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, but that's my honest opinion. But it's not an FPS. I mean, it's kind of... Well, there is FPSs for mobile devices. You remember, Alex, the one that we used to play in school a lot, in like year 9 or 10?
Huh?
The shooter that we played in school, year 9 and
Okay.
10 on iPad. What was it
Oh,
called
no.
again? Nova.
No.
Yeah, Nova 3. So like there
That
is
was
FPSs on...
bad game.
Wasn't bad. I mean, considering that it's just an iOS game, it was pretty good, if you think about it. But that's a little bit of a digression from this. So it's a real-time strategy game for iOS and Android games. Yep. Devices. So Respawn is working with a couple of different companies that are more suited to the mobile scene, and it's apparently some of the mechanics of the games is like the players have to build up armies of pilots and titans and burn cards. You create a deck, and you like place a custom squad on the battlefield, and you have to outmaneuver enemy forces. The sort of statement that they put about this was it's a PvP strategic objective based experience.
I see.
So it could work out. As I said, I don't know much about the whole Titanfall series at all. So
Nor do I, actually. It was never a big game I played. That's for sure.
yeah. But for those of you who are big fans of Titanfall, this could be something worth looking at.
This could be the game for you. If you enjoy games like that.
And if you still play mobile games.
Yeah. Which you shouldn't.
Well,
Just saying. I shouldn't say things that steer people away from video games.
Yeah.
Since I'm somewhat a video game enthusiast, but no, that's shit. Don't play mobile games. There's nothing worse than that.
Oh, it depends on what you can afford and all
And
that
the
sort of thing.
situation.
Yeah. So, I mean, not everyone can afford consoles and high-end PCs on top of a phone. So they have their phone and they can't afford much else. So it's like, I'll play mobile games instead. Honestly, I'm not going to say shit against you. Alex might.
I will.
Alex will.
Yep.
But yeah.
There's nothing that will stop me from shit talking you the moment you start. I'm sorry.
So there's no clear release time or date for this, but you can apparently pre-register on the game's website now. I don't know what that'll do. I suppose it'll give you a notification when it comes out with a link to download. That's my guess. Haven't checked it out just because, as I said, I'm not that interested in these sorts of games. Never really know much about the Titanfall things. And I can't tell you about prices because they've literally just sort of announced what you see here on the screen. There's not much. The one screenshot here, oh, a couple of screenshots, but one of the screenshots is like some sort of inventory. And then you've got like these sorts of things. I don't know. It's not the kind of game I'd play, to be honest, but that's my personal opinion. Moving on to something that I do sort of care about, not really. A company that I care about anyway. Nintendo explains why the new 2DS XL exists. Like I was scrolling through, I think it was Instagram a few days ago, and I saw this pop up on the Nintendo Instagram page, the Australian Nintendo page, of course, and it's like, there's a new 2DS XL, come and get it, sort of thing, and it's like, what the fuck? To me, the 2DS was fucking bullshit in the first place. I mean, okay, I'm a bit older, I'm not an entry-level gamer like the 2DS was aimed at, but I never got the whole concept of the 2DS besides the lack of the 3D feature. And then they came up with this, when the whole 3DS thing, I feel like, is starting to die, if it hasn't already. Excuse me. But apparently, Reggie has come out and said that consumers wanted something in between the 2DS and the 3DS XL. Because the 3DS XL is some fancy, powerful machine, and if you've tried playing some of the newer 3DS games on one of the original systems, you'll see the lag that you get from them. It's actually crazy how much processing power some of these games need. That's the whole point of the new 3DS XL thing, because the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL, because it's more powerful. But apparently people didn't want the Slate 2DS that was aimed at the very young beginner gamers, so like the 4, 5, 6-year-olds. But they didn't want to spend full price for a 3DS XL. So that Nintendo decided to make this in between 2DS XL, which is the classic sort of DS thing where you have the flip top. But it's the 2DS where you don't have the 3D feature and that sort of thing. So this will launch July 28th in North America and Europe. In Australia, we'll get it actually over a month earlier. Don't know why we're getting it so early compared to everyone else.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Like, usually it's Japan or America that gets it first, but Australia apparently gets priority now. I'm not complaining.
Australia, best country. They know it.
Oh yeah. It's funny actually, this whole worldwide release thing that's a lot of companies do. You have the worldwide release, as in it's the same date worldwide, but if you look at the actual real-time thing, Australia gets it almost 12 hours before America does. Actually, more than 12 hours. It's like 14 hours before America does. So we actually get the games first these days now, if they do choose to do a worldwide release on the same day. Anyway, I digress. Once again, I'm very good at that.
That's great.
Yeah, so the new 2DS XL is coming July 28th for North America, Europe, as I already said, and June 15 in Australia. $149 US, 133 euros, or 200 Australian dollars, which is not a bad price, because I think it's 300 for the 3DS XL. Not too sure. When I bought my new 3DS XL, I bought it second hand because I didn't want to pay full price.
Fair enough.
And that was also over a year ago, probably nearly 2. Anyway, this next article is just a little bit of advertising for a smaller indie game. It's got its start on Kickstarter. It's called Pray for the Gods. Pray as in P-R-E-R-Y, not P-R-A-Y like you'd expect. That's the pray you expect with gods, but pray for the gods as in like something that the gods would eat, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a play on words, kind of.
Almost. And well, Bethesda is coming up with a game called Prey. The same spelling, P-R-E-Y. And it's like... And they would just decided they didn't want to have another game with that word in their title for God knows what reason. Bethesda's retarded like that. They had it happen once before where Mojang had the word scrolls for, I think they were developing a game or something. They had called it Scrolls, but Bethesda didn't like it because it was sounded too similar to the Elder Scrolls, and it's like, what the fuck? It's different. Anyway, so Bethesda decided to oppose that, and apparently the developer of this indie game, No Matter Studios, did think about fighting it for a while, but they decided not to because it can be long, strenuous, and actually quite expensive. And considering they used Kickstarter to get it going, they didn't want to spend that money to keep the name, and so they agreed to change the E to that crazy AE symbol thingy. And that was fine. And the logo that they created, which is of some woman praying, I believe. Yes. They've been allowed to still use that logo, though, because that's just what they have, and Bethesda decided not to be that much of a dick.
Thank goodness.
Good guy, Bethesda. Not really.
No, fucking bad guy, Bethesda. Please die.
So yeah, that's just the basic story. Bethesda didn't like someone using the name for Prey. So yeah. Next one up is DayZ. Now this game has been out on Steam for 4 or so years now. That's finally entering beta.
Yep. About fucking time.
Like, it's considered the grandfather of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And that's gonna enter a full version only a year after release. This, 4 years after release, is finally getting into beta. Go fucking figure. I mean, okay, this isn't a huge article, but it's worth noting, I suppose. For something that has taken this long, you'd expect it to be reasonably good. Either that or they're just really, really slow with their development. I was talking with Lee before, and he was like, they're still developing it. Yeah, they are. Maybe sometime in the next 5 years we might see a full game get released.
Maybe.
I'll be sure to keep you guys posted if it does actually happen. Ever. Next up, there's a little bit of a hidden thing in Mariokart 8 Deluxe. There is a LAN mode. Just people... It's not mentioned at all. There is no like pre-game setup instructions, like when you first start the game or anything. And there is a complete lack of an instruction booklet in the case. On the inside of the cover there is like basic instructions which tells you like A is your forwards, B is your brake and reverse, and use your left stick to turn, and your right triggers to jump and drift, and your left triggers to use your items. And so yeah, if anyone's played any of the previous Mario Karts, they would know that. But yes, there is a hidden LAN mode. No one really knows about it that much, but there is one. So the whole way to do it, to get to it, you attach your it says here wireless dongle, but I imagine that'll be the wire, the Ethernet dongle thing. considering that there is wireless inbuilt in the Switch. But yeah, so you attach your Ethernet dongle to the USB, you plug it in the LAN there, you go to the main menu in Mariokart 8 Deluxe, you press L and R at the same time, and you press in the left analog stick. When you do that, that puts you into the LAN mode.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so
I didn't
LAN
know about
parties.
Yeah, dude.
Now, if I actually had any friends who had a Switch in Mariokart 8 to play with, and a dongle to connect an Ethernet cable to the Switch.
Well, as an extremely rich uni student, I believe that I have plenty of money to go buy a Switch in Mariokart 8. I think I might go do it tomorrow.
Okay, go do that.
Yep.
Seriously?
No. Everything there was completely sarcastic.
I know.
But you gotta remember, my default voice is sarcastic, so the opposite of sarcastic is my sarcastic.
Yes. News about Alex. His voice is sarcastic normally. So try
Yeah.
and figure out when he's actually being sarcastic.
It really is. That sounded sarcastic, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Good. Perfect.
But this is actually highlighted in Nintendo Minutes, which is different to Nintendo Gesundheit, which is different to Nintendo Direct. It's a lot less advertised for starters, hence why hardly anyone knows about the LAN feature in Mariokart 8 Deluxe, but yeah, it exists. And I've just given you the instructions to actually do it.
No, you've leaked the fucking world secret, Liam. Now they're all gonna do it, and they'll crack the world.
Alright. I've got something to deal with right now, quickly.
Are you certain? Where has he gone? If Liam had a music bot right now, I would play the Sherlock Holmes theme. That way, I can feel good, and we can all be happy trying to figure out where Liam is right now.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back already, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that idea.
Okay. Well, there's one more article, and then I'm probably just going to finish up there. Keep it nice and short and quick. I feel like that's probably what we've been lacking, just getting through the articles. This one is the one I'm most interested in. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. So the first DLC has been unveiled as to like some of the more specific things that it has in there. And it's looking pretty solid. For starters, you've actually got your hard mode, like your Master Quest in Ocarina of Time and that sort of thing. So the enemies are tougher, you take more damage, blah blah blah. Enemies actually regenerate health if you don't deal damage quickly enough. There's another bit that there's where you can actually track where you've been for the last 200 hours of gameplay. So you can see just how far you've travelled around Hyrule. I'm sure there'll be people who've got 200 hours down, but I don't think I have. So this is going to be a pretty cool little addition. There's a little GIF here, and it just plays through your whole movement that you've done in the last 200 hours, and so you can see just how much of Hyrule you've actually covered.
I love it when DLC is introduced for games I really want to buy.
Yeah. It's sort of interesting though, because this sort of smart map tracking feature should really be in the main game, not in the DLC. Like, it should be just a patch. But Nintendo is also going to do things their own way.
Yep. Oh well, it's Nintendo. They can do what they want.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone and bought the expansion pass so I can get the DLC when they come out. So, yeah. Okay, excuse me, I've got a cat getting under my blanket. Another one of the things that's in the DLC, there's this thing called a travel medallion. You find that in a chest, and what that does is it allows you to make a fast travel point anywhere around the map. So if there's one place that you can't, that's far away from a lot of shrines or whatever, or you want to get to quickly like that, you don't want to have to travel from the nearest shrine, then this will be very handy.
Ooh, how do you get it?
You find it in a chest. So if you bought the DLC, then that chest will appear somewhere around the map, and you can grab it.
Sounds game-breaking for speedrunners.
Could well be.
But I'm sure speedrunners would simply like say no to DLC. So.
Oh well, it depends on how they want to do it. I mean, this might be the DLC worth getting. That's an issue I think there is with the Breath of the Wild DLC. Either you get both DLCs or you get none. You can't buy one or the other. Which is a little weird, but whatever.
Wait, what? You can't buy both?
You can buy both. You can't buy one or the other.
Wait, that's silly then.
So, if you want the first one but you don't want the second one, well, bad luck. You have to pay full price for both. But like, they're both going to be very solid DLC. I mean, I'm going through the first one here right now. I'm still not done. And the second one's going to have like story expansions and stuff. So,
fair enough.
They're both worthwhile DLC, I think. Anyway, next one. For those of you complaining about the Master Sword, I don't know what exactly this means, but there's this new Horde mode. You can take on a Trial of the Sword challenge. So you start off with no weapons and armor for this, and you have to go through approximately 45 waves.
Wow.
45 rooms of enemies, and once you do that, then apparently the true power of the Master Sword awakens.
I see.
So I don't know if that means that it's by default 60 strength and doesn't break or something. That'd be great if it was. It'd make the Master Sword even more OP than it already is.
Hey, but that's fun.
Oh yeah. That's the beauty of this game. It's like you start off struggling to have enough weapons to keep you going, and then you finish off the game destroying enemies so easily, and it's like, God, this is fun. Like, I'm just defeating Silver Lionel if I actually know they're there. I did not realize this. Once I was trying to get a Korok seed, and then all of a sudden I get shot at by a shock arrow. It took out most of my health. I have the full 30 hearts, and I was down to like 7. And I was like, what the fuck happened there? And then I see a Silver Lionel coming through, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, you got roasted.
Yeah. And of course I wasn't wearing my strongest armor, so that's why I took so much damage. But yeah. It helps to actually be aware of the surroundings. And anyway, so you can power up the Master Sword. I've already mentioned the hard mode, but just a quick recap again. Enemies regain health. They're powered up by 1 level sort of thing. So red bokoblins are now blue, blue are black, and black are silver. Sort of thing. And there's also new armor and stuff that goes back through time. The previous Zelda games, I mean. So you have the Majora's Mask as a piece of headgear.
Oh wow.
It doesn't do anything, I believe. I think it's just a mask. You've got, guess what, Tingle's outfit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
GG.
totally. That one thing is totally worth the whole DLC. You can get Midna's helmet as well. You can get this pretty sick armor, the Phantom armor. I think
Ooh,
it's
probably from those Phantom. It's probably from Phantom Hourglass.
could be
Is it like really big and I don't know.
not really big, but yeah,
Is it like does it make you look fat?
not overly fat, just more buff
Yeah.
around your chest. I'll send you the picture in the Discord. That should
Yeah.
come through. And finally, a Korok mask, which is a more practical mask, helps you find Korok seeds, which will be
nice.
very handy considering there are 900 of them around the entire map.
Imagine if you only got it once you had all the Croc seeds.
Oh, Jesus. I feel sorry for the people who have.
I can't believe they hadn't introduced that earlier.
Hmm. I mean, if you know what to look for, the Korok seeds are fairly easy to find. In a way. It's just the fact that you have to scour each individual inch of the map.
Sounds frustrating.
Oh, yeah. I sent through the photo, by the way, Alex. Check it out. But,
I will at some point.
yeah. But, yeah, that's the basic outline of the first DLC for Breath of the Wild. So that's coming out in... I think it's this winter, they say. Because this is... I did not realise Kotaku had an Australian website. That's why it says this winter. So it's like, surely that's the second DLC. Because, yeah, the second DLC is coming around what they call in America Holiday 2017, which is just Christmas time, basically.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so winter Australian time or Northern Hemisphere will be summer. So sometime in the next few months, I think the dates that they've got on the Switch eShop is like they're just default dates. It's like 31st of August and 31st of December. But that'll be the absolute latest that we'll see these DLC being released. But I think we'll see the first DLC probably no later than July, I reckon. And the second one will come out early December, maybe November. Depends on how it goes. I'd like to see it in November. But yeah, it's going to be cool.
Damn straight.
Well, we've gotten through all the articles I had up for today. So if we have any comments or anything. Oh my god, I just realized Twitch had restarted the stream.
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh yeah. Fuck. No, my internet's taking a shit at the moment, and has been all week. I think I've been trying to upload other things in the past recently, and it's just been a nightmare.
That's my catchphrase. My internet's taking a shit.
Your internet's always taking a shit.
It's not. It's very good at the moment.
What, even the download?
Surprisingly. Yeah, everything.
Well, it's more than 4.
1,000,000 times more than 4.
Wow.
It's fucking the best.
So it's actually MBN standard now then?
Yeah, kinda. I wish it was faster, but no, it's good as fuck. It's like 40 download or something.
That's a little more than what I normally get. Normally, when my internet's not taking a shit.
Yes.
But yes, so that's it for Gaming on Demand today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll upload the full 1080p tomorrow morning, so you'll probably see it around midday-ish, depending on how big the file ends up being, how long the upload takes. So yeah, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube after the stream, so you're watching the recording, give it a like if you liked it, give it a dislike if you didn't. Comment thoughts and suggestions down below. Check out my Twitch and Twitter and Facebook.
Remember me.
Remember Alex, he streams.
Never forget me.
He streams on
stream
Twitch a lot.
You'll never see me, but it's all good.
Yeah. Enjoy his
Twitch
webcam.
TV/KillerFate.
You heard that from Alex. Twitch TV./KillerFate, if I can say it right. But yeah, I have my Twitter and Facebook links down below. I also have my Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, that is. On my I do have my YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, I'm tripping over my own tongue. Check out my Discord server, join it. I want to build up a bit more of a community than what there already is, which is not much.
It has me. It's all you'll never need.
But a few more people wouldn't hurt. So check out the Discord server. I've got that invite in the top right hand corner of the stream. You should be able to read it even at 480p, the rubbishy 480p that I'm streaming at right now. And that will be it for tonight, folks. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out Blatcher's streams every so often.
Yeah, boy.
Join the Discord, and we'll see you guys next week for the next episode of Gaming on Demand. That's the John out. I don't even know why I